So if you are in the process of buying a home, or maybe you're a first-time home buyer and you're just about to get started and you don't know a lot of things that go into this crazy process we call home buying process, home inspection is going to be one of the major and probably one of the most important steps in this process. Regular home inspection costs anywhere from $400 to $500, depending of course on the size of your property that you are looking to purchase. And home inspection is very important because you want to make sure that the house you're buying is solid, there are no major issues with the house, and if there are issues, then you can, it gives you a chance to negotiate those repairs with the seller prior to purchasing the home. So it's a very important step, and today I want to actually introduce you guys to one of the home inspectors that I work with. He is absolutely amazing. He has done over 1,100 home inspections in the last couple of years. That's a lot of home inspections, guys, so you understand. He also comes from a builder's background. He understands the fundamentals behind how to build a home, which is very important because anybody can become a home inspector. I mean, you could become a home inspector. It doesn't take a very long time. You don't have to have a certain background. So when you have that person who understands how to build a house and start structurally and what to look for, it's very critical. So they can help you understand if there are any issues with the property you're buying. We want to ask Frank why this is important to get a home inspection. Does every house need to have a home inspection? What to worry, what not to worry about when you get that huge thick home inspection report, and we will also cover why you do or don't need to get a home inspection on a brand new home, because there are a lot of new construction houses here in Houston area that people are buying, and sometimes they choose not to get a home inspection, which we'll find out from an expert. So if you guys are in the process of buying a home or about to get started, keep on watching and hopefully you'll find this video helpful. As always, don't forget to hit a subscribe button below and click the notification up here so you get a notification every next time when we do upload one of their helpful videos. Okay, so Frank, thank you for coming here to talk to us about a home inspection. Tell us a little bit about yourself, your background, how long you've been doing home inspections, and which areas you cover here in Houston area.
First of all, thank you so much, Lisa, for inviting me and interviewing me and giving me a chance to tell about myself. So my name is Irfan Aftab. I go by Frank as well. And my background, I'm an engineer I did engineering in Canada and worked around 6 years as a professional engineer. And after that, I had a construction company. 6.5 years I'm working as a home inspector. Previously, I have a home inspection company, around 15 years working as a professional engineer as well. So altogether, around 25 years give me confidence to work as a perfect home inspector.
That's awesome. Isn't it easy to become a home inspector? Anybody can just go to a class and become a home inspector. You don't have to have all background like you do. So I always tell it's a huge plus when your home inspector has the background like you do, because you understand the fundamentals and how to build a house, what's important, what to look for structurally, not just some guy who just came out of an inspection school and you're a home inspector.
Yes, this gives me a benefit, having experience in the construction company and working as a professional engineer. My background is environmental engineering, so this gives me good benefit and confidence and work as a professional home inspector.
Right. So which areas do you normally cover in Houston?
We are located central, close to the Galleria, which cover around 30 miles all over. So starting all the way north, the maximum I have done till Willis, and KT always goes up Sealy and further down. And north, if you go south side, going up to Texas City, so pretty much 30 miles everywhere around the Galleria or downtown area.
Okay, so you guys can come out anywhere.
Cover all the cities, yeah.
That's pretty good. And it's like, how is your company structured? Is it just you? Do you have other people in your team?
This company I have started like 3 years back. I started my own company. I started along by myself, but I had a team who like a mold inspector, septic system inspector, different inspection companies. I have connections, but gradually I got my experience, my certification with the pool, termite, and also the mold assessment. But now I have a team. I'm growing myself. We have one professional inspector who is a bilingual. We cover Spanish market as well.
That's awesome.
And now we have two apprentices starting joining me hopefully next month, and have one office lady and one will take care of my IT, all the website design as well. So pretty much we have 5 or 6 people working together, but 3 inspectors plus the team.
That's awesome. So your business is growing pretty
Yes.
fast. You just started and you already have.
Yes, I started
5, 6
myself.
people
Now
in your team.
I'm like that's my
That's
plan to
really
have to be grow as more and more to cover as daily. Our future plan is that maybe I extend to Dallas and Austin. That's my next goal.
Wow, that's awesome.
Okay, so we are going to start inspection, and we're starting from like the first thing we turn on the appliances and the AC system, and then we come outside and start doing the inspection. First thing we look at the roof. Sometimes we walk on the roof, sometimes we go just by the camera or just go by the ladder, or we fly the drone depending on what kind of roof it is and safe or not. Second thing, we can go the foundation. I can show you, we have seen something already. And the Barcelona was doing inspection. We started to gather, but he's doing something. We can show you one thing. If you look around here, the house foundation pretty much overall looks good, but sometimes there are minor cracks. You can see that. This is called the shear stress cracks. Whenever the foundation stresses, these cracks can come out, but have nothing to do with the foundation. So there is nothing to be scared. But obviously, when the buyer is there, they look at the crack, they are scared maybe foundation damage. But this kind of crack, that's why we tell them, oh, not all the cracks are foundation problems. You have to have an inspector like us who can tell you whether it's foundation problem or it's just a cosmetic crack. So this house also have a sprinkler system, and we have a sprinklers turned on. We check all the zones one by one, and always recommending have a sprinkler system need to be inspected, especially in the Houston area. Okay, now we are on the side of the house, and what I'm looking for any cracks on the bricks or any crack in the foundation. So we're looking at the foundation. We have any problem in the foundation? Normally the cracks, when you see the cracks in the walls, or cracks in the foundation, we say that we call for the professional structural engineer. If we see something as a second opinion. Yeah, okay, we found one crack in the bricks. If you come closer, we can show you here. This is a crack. This is a vertical crack. So when we see the crack, we have to get the more stories, more evidence to make sure that this is a foundation crack. Sometimes these cracks are just the bricks settling crack, or sometimes they are the foundation. We have to make sure we're getting more evidence. So we will look more around the house. If we need more, then we will add on. For the AC system, we take a picture of the data sticker. We want to know how old the AC system is, and this is a compressor, and we took it out. Any problem with any issue with the compressor.
I mean, you have to be good in what you do, otherwise you wouldn't be growing as fast as you are. You wouldn't
Thank
get
you, yeah.
referrals, right, from realtors and clients.
Yes.
And
So far, I have done around 12 to 1300 inspections so far in 6 years. The last year I had a 355 inspection just myself.
Wow.
I was myself.
Wow.
And that's why.
That's a lot of home inspectors,
Yes.
guys. Just so you understand.
So that's pretty much the license. That's a lot for me. I said that's too much. Just killing myself. I need to have more people to work with me. So I'm growing my team now.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. So, people are buying a house, and not every. A question I always ask is, do I really need to spend this $500 to get this home inspection? Because we walk through the house looks beautiful, everything looks really nice, everything appears to be working. So why do people need to spend a couple $100s to get a home inspection? What is so important about it?
That's a very good question. We really need to educate the buyers. Like when they're going to buy the house, first they are walking the house, they look at us. It looks all beautiful, all nice cosmetics, and appliances are working it looks very beautiful, but they don't know what's going on behind the walls. How's the performance of the AC, how's the structure, how's the roof looks like, any previous leaks in there. So we will say that we are the inspectors. You okay? You like the house? Okay, that's good. But you need to know what you're buying. It's a big investment. For $300,000, $500,000 you're spending. So so you need to know what you're buying. It's a big and huge investment for your whole lifetime. So it's better to know what you're buying. So when we go in the house, we check out starting with the foundation. We check the foundation, any cracks in there, any deficiencies, any problems, any slope in the floor, and that's we check it out. And the electrical problems, we don't know what's going on. Previous codes, old codes need to be updated. We check the codes as well, which we when to buy cannot see anything like that.
Right.
And the AC performance, we are around in the house around 2 to 3 hours. So we will run the AC around 2 to 3 hours, and we check it out, the performance and the condition, how old it is. Should I need to replace it? Should I need to budget for replacement? So we are all the technical things buyers need to know before they go execute the contract or they they make their mind. So we always tell them, okay, it's a good idea to have a home inspection. It's a couple of $100. So it's not a big thing when you're buying a $500,000 house.
Right. So inspectors like bad guys, right? They come in and they show you everything that's wrong with the house, like every single little thing. Because isn't it your job? Like you have to.
I know sometimes buyers are like they are very excited. They are very clear in the house, and when you start saying the deficiencies in the house, oh no, this is old AC. You need to keep ready. You make your mind. Something could be wrong with the AC. The foundation is cracked, and I can see the faces are changing, a difference in the feeling. Okay, now, but they know that they are at least they are happy. They know they have to make their mind. Should they buy it or not buy it?
Right. And I like how you said, when you're buying an asset that is $200,000, $300,000, $500,000. I mean, it makes sense to spend a couple $100s to just get a home inspection, make sure whatever you're getting actually is worth it.
That's right.
And the reason why you want to do that, guys, is because when you haven't closed on the property yet, your real estate agent can get a chance to negotiate those repairs, whatever needed to be done as per your inspector, can negotiate with the seller or have the seller credit you money for the repairs. So if you don't know what's wrong with it, you don't know how much money you need to budget, just like you said, how much are you going to ask from the seller? Like, are you going to be asking for a discount on the price? You'll be asking for maybe the seller to pay some closing cost. So you don't know. That's really why you need to get it. Because once you buy the home and then the next week you move in, AC goes out, it's on you.
Yes, you don't know what's going on. Yes, that's true. Especially just when I say that, what's two benefits of that getting a home inspection? Either one thing is that you know what you're buying. Even your seller say that you're buying as it is, they are not giving you anything, but still you know what you're buying. So at least you can make your mind, next budget, I have to budget for the AC, you can budget for the water. If your seller says they can change it, sometimes you can negotiate only. You can negotiate the price, like the inspector told that these are the problems, $10,000 we have to put it below on the market. So you can negotiate the price. So you can save lots of money just spending $100, a couple of $100.
Right. Because once you buy it, there is nothing you can do.
Exactly.
That's it.
Don't do it. Yeah. So and that's very always important. Also, we have a E&O insurance. We are insured. We are bonded. If something is missed out, something is not done, we are behind. We can take care of that and everything. Inside the house, the main important part is the kitchen. And the kitchen have a main thing. We have to look around. And my guy, Marcelo, is already looking for a dishwasher. He turned on the microwave. What did you find the problem with the microwave?
The microwave and the range hood are working properly. It is circulating to the outside. There are no leaks, but the surface lights are burned out inside of the microwave and at the range hood.
The microwave is working fine.
Yeah, it's working.
But
just
the lights
light bulbs on both under it and
So,
inside are
so in the kitchen, we check the stove, oven, microwave, dishwasher, any leaks under the sink. So that's the main part of that kitchen. And also running breakers, GFCI, the power. If it is not good, we have to light down as well. Okay, the second big thing in the house is the bathroom. And the bathroom, or master bathroom, is the most important part. We turn on all the water, check out the water pressure, check on that how the pressure of the water in the sinks, any leaks under the sink. Yeah, we check it out, and it leaks, how the pressure in that tub, and the water, and how's that shower. Let's look at the shower on this side. We turn the shower on this side, it looks like this light doesn't work. It's always working. We can look around any any mildew, mold. This is very common mold around the shower cans. So it looks like I'll do it right now. So let's look at any leaks around the toilet, any joints are leaking, something leaks from here. So that's what we have used a couple of times. And whenever we go in every room, we check the temperature is coming out from the AC. It's coming at 64. It's pretty much good. Normally 60 is the good number, but we have a 64, 65 right now. Sometimes it takes time to get the exact number, like 24 hours. But for now, we can find out. You can see all the rooms. If it's not a big variation, then it's good. Okay, so windows, we are looking around any leakage around the windows. So you can see the crack is coming up here. This is separation from the caulking and sealing. It could be from outside. If we see any water, moisture here, that means it's coming from outside. So whenever we see that the kind of a crack in the insulation, we always recommend all the windows, interior and exterior, should be recaulked. Because it's recommended every 5 years you have to take it out, we have to recaulking.
And so your company is, a lot of people, we in Houston, so a lot of people want to buy a home with a swimming pool. Like, do you do house? What kind of
swimming pool? Yeah, we are certified. We have right now, me and my other inspector, we are certified the pool inspection.
Okay.
And the apprentice, they are going to get the next one as well. Yeah,
That's
pools covered with a spa, the water feature, we do all that. Yeah, so we covered the pool inspection as well. I know we have lots of houses have a pools, and summertime is coming. Everybody wants the pool inspection.
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay, so you also do you do
termite? Yes, termite inspections. I am certified with the termite inspection. My inspector, they are getting in the process, but we do the termite. And termite always recommend that you should be having a termite inspection.
Sure.
Because in Texas, 70% houses are affected with the termite. So we always recommend, and especially if you have VA loan, you need to have a termite inspection.
Mm-hmm.
So I always tell them, okay, if you have VA loan, what kind of loan? You
Right.
must go with termite
Exactly.
inspection.
And then when buying a new construction property, people might be thinking, I'm buying a brand new house, the builder just finished building. Obviously nothing's wrong with it because nobody lived there. Like how can something be wrong with a brand new home? What would you say as an expert? Do you still recommend they get I always recommend, because I'm a realtor.
Yeah.
Like, do you recommend, does it make sense to get a home inspection on a
Yes,
new
definitely.
home?
Yeah, people think the buyer, especially thinking like, even the builder says, why you want it? It's a new home. We have done all the inspections. Supervisors are there. They've done it. But I tell them, we need to educate the buyer. Yeah, all the people, the labor, the supervisor, looking at the house, they are the team of the builder, and they are
Right.
working for them. They are not working for you. I am your inspector. I'm taking care of yourself and taking care of your house, taking care of your money, everything. So we are behind. I have seen lots of time problem with the brand new homes, especially the codes are not done properly. Electrical codes more commonly. Grading is not done properly. One of the big things in the Houston, we have to take care of the grading. And sometimes they're missing insulation in the attic. I would do thermal scanning. We find out any missing insulations. And you obviously, when you're buying a new home, you are not going to the attic, or you cannot understand what's the problem with the attic and the rough electrical, rough plumbing going on. So we
Right.
check in the attic and we can tell them whatever the missing in there. The insulation is required to have 12 to 14, and they put 10 inches. How you know what is the code requirement? So
Right, that makes sense.
So we always recommend to have a new home inspected.
Especially there are a lot of great builders out there, but then there are
Yes.
some builders that they just cut corners,
Yes.
use a really bad quality
Exactly.
construction. You want to make sure that your house is not going to fall apart 3-5 years down the road when you're ready to sell it.
Exactly, yeah. And also I would recommend warranty inspection when the 11 months are over.
Okay.
Mostly houses are 12 months warranty. Before the warranty expires, we always encourage, please do that inspection. Call your inspector. You're living in the house in 11 months. You know more about the problems. If the warranty is bumper to bumper, everything is covered. So we can check all the scratches, paint, problems, cabinets, kitchen cabinets are normal, common problems. We can take care of that.
Right. So, and I'm just going to clarify that once you're buying a home and you brand new house, usually a builder is going to give you a 12 months home warranty. Like you just said, it's bumper to bumper, so everything's covered. And what you recommend, and I would
Yes.
also join your recommendation. Once you are at about month 11, maybe go ahead and get a home warranty, so that way you can go back to the builder and ask them to take care of whatever repairs needed to be done just before your warranty expires. Is that
Yeah,
right?
definitely, yeah. Okay, so we're going to in the attic now. This attic, this looks like leather is strong, and this looks like insulation is good. We're looking at insulation is good. Now we're going inside. Always turn on the light and look around what's going on in here. So now we are in the attic. Attic especially we are looking any leaks from the roof, any insulation, what is level. It should be around 12 to 14, which this looks pretty good. And any issue with the ducts, any leaking from ducts, any connecting ducts, there should be gap in between. And one of the important things, the furnace. The furnace is installed here, and I have to see is there any water standing in there. Come close, you can see. So we can see any moisture, any water in the fan. This is a main important part of the house. We recommend every 6 months must come in there, take a look at that. If you can see any moisture, any water in there. So I can see it's a little bit moist, but I cannot see any leaks right now. It's no active leaks. So it looks pretty good from here. So if you see any water standing in this area, it's time to do the service of the AC. Call service guys, I call them, they have to clean out bleach the lines. There is no gap in between. There should be at least 1 inch distance in between in the ducts. Otherwise what happens when you put your hand inside, you feel like moisture. So you develop the moisture and because of the mold development as well. So we can see that there is no gap, there is no distance in between. So pretty much a simple fix, but if it's not fixed, then it could be a big issue. We can develop the mold if there is the contact in between because of the condensation. Simple fix, you can just pull it up, put a strap up here, and you can develop the gauge. You can make a gap 1 inch, more than 1 inch, and that's all you need to do. Safety is first. Never put your foot if there is no floor. You can see that there is no flooring. Never put any foot. You can put extra board and they can put a foot to that. So talking about water heater, we have 2 water heaters in this house, pretty much average. We have a 3400 square feet house, and we'll check it out how is the vents are going on, any leaks around the vent, any straps are missing, or any leak or any corrosion. We see if you see any corrosion around here. We cannot see any corrosion. We cannot see any standing water. That's what we have to see. And some ports need to be sometimes we need to be updated, but this looks pretty good. So we have a drip leg, we have a pan, there's no water in the pan. The second one is same. We always take a picture of the data sticker and the overall condition.
Awesome. And then how much does your home inspection usually cost? I mean, does it depend on the size, on the location?
That's true. Yeah. The inspection of the house depending on the size, year of build, and we'll look at also the area, how far it is from the location. If it is within 30 miles, we have pretty much same price. But if you're going to Galveston, if you're going to the Huntsville, that will be the extra. So, but normally we are within 30 miles, we are in the same price. So up to 2,000 square feet house, we charge 425. The house is not older than 1990. So like 20 years old is fine. So we can take care of that.
Okay.
So, and depending on that, the house is bigger the house is, older the house is, more problems, we charging more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, it depends. The bigger the home, obviously, the more time you're going to
And the pool is separate, and termite is separate. Depending on the termite, again, the house condition of the house, how old the house is. The pool is what type of pool, the pool spa and the water feature is a little bit extra, and size of the pool. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So could you tell us like a little bit on when you're doing a home inspection, you cover everything? Like foundation, roof.
Yeah, roof inspection. How it works? Let me explain a little bit in the detail for the buyer's point of view.
The roof inspection. Okay.
Yes, complete home inspection. We start the house. We get in the house, turn on the AC, turn on the appliances. Then we go outside. We look first thing. We look at the roof. How's the condition of the roof? If it's walkable, we walk. If we can walk, we go by ladder. We can go the ladder, or we can use the pole, taking picture from there. Or second option, you can fly the drone as well if you are more concerned, or if you think like we have to fly the drone, we cannot see everything. Sometimes like in the heights area, I have 4 stories and next to each other.
Right.
So we would always recommend to have fly a drone for the roof inspection. Then we also look at the foundation, how the foundation is, any cracks in there, uneven foundation. We'll look at the foundation. The next thing is that how the AC system is working on the AC, how the cooling is going. The AC is a big thing. Like at 11 months almost, we're running AC in Houston area, so we are very much concerned about the AC system, and also the electrical. Most of the cores need to be updated. The city always having a new course for the special electrical and plumbing, so we have to make sure that we open the panel and we look at the panels, how is the condition of the codes are need to be updated or not. And then we come inside and look at all the windows, doors, appliances, all the bathroom, any leaks, moistures behind the wall. We use a thermal scanning, like talking about technology, we are having thermal scanning, we have a drone, we have a zip level. If we need to run the zip level to check the level of the foundation, we do that as well. So we have a pretty much all the technology as well. So that's pretty much in the house with everything. When you enter in the house, we check almost everything in the house. You can name it, we do it. Other than the cosmetic, we don't check the paint. And it's paint scratches or minor cosmetic. We don't
right,
check
something that we can obviously see.
Yes.
So how many hours do you usually spend on a home inspection?
Normally it takes around 2 to 3 hours, depending on the condition of the house or size of the house. If the house is too old, big problem, then it takes around 2 hours, 3 hours, maybe more sometimes. Or if it's a house with 5,000 square feet, it's bigger house with the pool and termite, including everything, maybe 3 to 4 hours as well. I have done the house, it was a 6,000 square feet, and with the pool and termite and flying drone, it took me around 6 hours.
Wow. So
it's all depending on the size of the house. Normally 2 to 3 hours is average time.
So
I always encourage the buyers to come at the end so we can explain. Okay.
Yeah. No, it's great. So you know, I always suggest that they do come to at least stop by the end of the home inspection. Do you welcome that?
Yes, I always encourage them to come at the end because it takes 2 to 3 hours and they are bored, as you can see. So last 30 minutes I will invite them. They are more welcome to come in last 30 minutes, walk around the house. In the meanwhile, we'll finish and then we'll explain whatever the findings are, deficiencies, and some recommendations. It's better to come at the end.
And the end for a couple of minutes. And the reason you don't have to be there for the entire home inspection is because, you know, your inspector is busy, he's doing the work, he's inspecting the house, and if you're going to be there following him every step of the way, you know, it may take him not 2 hours but 5 hours. That's and that will come with an extra cost, so you have to compensate.
Sometimes we miss the points, like
you may miss the point as well, and you don't want to distract, just like you know, everybody's doing their job, you don't want to be distracted. Okay, so Frank, do you what other services besides home inspection you
so
guys
basic
provide?
So basic home inspection is like a complete home inspection, but extra additional services, we do termite inspection, we do pool inspection, we have a septic system inspection, water inspection, we have a mold assessment. So anything in the how when you're buying the house, we take care of all of your services. So it's called one-stop shop. Just call us and we can take care of all of your services.
Right, that way they don't have to shop or call
don't have to
all these different people and schedule different times. Awesome.
So we're there, we are inspected for everything.
That's great. Awesome.
Let's talk about the foundation. When we come across the foundation, we have to put all 4 evidence to make sure the foundation is really the problem. So first thing, if you see the cracks in the bricks or the slab, so one thing. Second thing, if you see any tiles that crack, any cracks going on all around, long way, any way, left to right, that is the problem. Third thing, that if you see any bump or hard hips on that, like cycling or off level of the slope, if you see slope and off level. Fourth thing is that the windows, and look at the windows and doors. If you see any cracks around the windows or the doors, so when you have all 4 things, then you can say, okay, there is a 90% chance it's foundation have issue.
So thank you so much for meeting me at the house and showing us everything. Now, you know, people are excited, they bought their first home or second house. What tips would you give them as far as maintenance?
Yeah, there are a couple of things when you move, especially first time buyer, we always educate them. Like first thing, you have, whenever you move in the house, check your AC system. Even we never know if it's pretty and pretty bit newer, but I would recommend you have an AC guys to come in and check it out. The service cost is $75 to $100. $100, and then you can.
How many times a year do you need to?
Once in a year. I always recommend that when summer is starting, then get the AC guy to come in.
Okay.
And second thing is that windows and doors, caulking and sealing. I recommend every 5 years. And roof maintenance inspection is every 10 years. It's recommended. And whenever you are outside the patio, if it's raining, make sure there is no water standing in the area. If you see slope is not good, just get that proper slope, because this is one of the big things for the foundation.
And once you leave it be, you know, with the water for many years, once when you're selling the house, 5 years later, it can be a problem.
Yes,
it can be a big problem.
So it's pretty much the steps to do it. And also, highly recommended when you're moving in the house, you never know what's problem comes, the home variant. always take the home warranty when you are first time coming in. So it will be covered at least 1 year, so you know that in living 1 year, so you know any problems come down, any problem with the AC, any problem with the appliances, so you can be covered.
Yeah, and usually their warranties was $50 to $100 deductible, so we cover most of them.
The service cost is
Most of the repairs.
$75. Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Really
Thank you,
appreciate
Aaron.
it.
Thanks so much.